Hi everyone. So far in April I've mainly been doing the videos where I kind of just take you around with me with my iPhone camera, but I'm having a very rare day when I actually am at home all day being lazy. As I'm sure you can imagine, bearing in mind I'm in my last week and a half of university, this is very, very rare, but I've just been really working hard the last few days, and then I realised I'm actually on top of all my work, which is insane. If you watched the video I posted yesterday, you'll see I've been really busy. I had an exam, I went to a concert, I had my best friend's birthday. It's been really brilliant. It's actually kind of strange because for the last few months, this sounds really sad, most of my socialising with my friends has actually been at university because we've just had so much work to do, so we've all sat there and done our work together, and that's when we've spent our time together. So it was actually really nice to be able to go and stay at Amy's for a couple of days and just kind of have that socialising not in a Mac suite at uni with stress and anger and stuff like that. The Frank Turner gig was amazing. If any of you watching this haven't listened to Frank Turner, please go look up his music because it is amazing. I think he is probably, at the moment anyway, and probably for the last few years, my all-time favourite musician. I am obsessed with his lyrics. He's just, sounds corny, but he is a poet. He actually is a legit poet. He's got this album that came out a few years ago called England Keep My Bones, and it is just my favourite album in the whole world. It's just amazing, and I implore you to go and listen to that. It was especially a really good album for me to listen to because in the last few years I've gone from being agnostic to being very atheist, and then with that, for me anyway, has come the getting to terms with my belief that when you die, that is it, and I don't believe in an afterlife really. So that's really quite a difficult thing to get your head around, especially if it comes on quite suddenly, which it did for me. And that album he addresses that a lot, and he writes really cheerful songs about death basically, and it's just the most amazing album. So I implore you to go and listen to England Keep My Bones by Frank Turner. Another cool thing about the Frank Turner gig was that I wrote a bit about this on my Tumblr. I went with one of my best friends, Simon, the tallest of the Simons, because as you probably know I have many friends called Simon. And we actually went to a Frank Turner gig a few weeks into our first ever semester at university. One of our first ever conversations when we made friends was about how we both liked Frank Turner, and we went to this Frank Turner gig together. We actually both already had tickets, and then obviously we just travelled up together. And the fact that a few weeks into our university experience we went to see Frank Turner, and then a couple of weeks before the end of our university experience we also went to see Frank Turner together. It was just so weird, like we literally came full circle in the most literal sense of the term, and it made me feel really emotional, like I do now. Like it just seemed really like poignant and nice, but also sad. As much as I'm really kind of gutted about the university experience coming to an end, because I honestly have had the best time, bar a few months, well, bar most of second year when I wasn't too happy for various reasons, I've just had the most amazing time and met the most amazing people, and I've loved my course and just everything to do with it. So I'm really happy that I'm doing this internship next year because it means I don't actually have to leave yet. It's going to be weird obviously coming back to uni and not all of my friends being there, but I know I'll be able to make more friends, and it's just looking really exciting. There's some really awesome stuff in the pipeline and some stuff that we're not sure if it's going to happen yet, but that we're crossing our fingers for. But I'm also really excited about this summer because as well as being able to just relax and not have to worry about the education system for the first time in about 17 years, that's going to be amazing. But I'm also going on holiday with 3 of my best friends from university. We're going to Spain for a week in June, and then I get back from that trip, and then I'm going away with my family and with Stuart, and I'm just really excited. All of this stuff would be exciting anyway, but when you factor in that for the first time in my life I'm not going to have to think about the education system, it's really exciting. And I've got graduation, which I booked my ticket for yesterday, and I booked Well, I pre-ordered my cap and my gown. I'm kind of shaking a bit actually. I don't know if you can tell. I'm shaking talking about this. It's really terrifying. I hope I haven't jinxed it by ordering it, because it would be really, really crappy now if I didn't actually graduate or pass my degree. But I think I'm going to. I'm banking on that now. And I'm going to see Green Day in the summer. So yeah, today is Sunday and I was going to go to the gym to go swimming, but then I got a phone call from Simon saying the pool was shut, so I thought, screw it, I won't. And I've just been watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch reruns, which is what I tend to do on days I don't have to do anything. I go back to old television, I watch things like Two of a Kind, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Zoe 101, basically old school Nickelodeon. I'm obsessed, and that's a really nice way to spend a day. As I said, I don't get to do this often at the moment, so it's really, really nice to just have a day where I can relax. And I think I'm also going to play some Sims, because I basically have a rule that when I have work due in, I don't play The Sims. I hide my disc. But as I said, I'm on top of my work, so I might let myself for a few hours play some Sims. I just can't believe I'm this old. This is another thing I sometimes do. I go back and I scroll through my really, really old YouTube videos from like 2007 when I was 15. I was 15, now I'm 21. This is like over half a decade I've been doing these videos for. And I'm freaking out about GCSEs and, oh, in so many ways I'm a completely different person. But I think I'm actually more similar than I am different. I still care, probably way too much than I should, about achieving highly. I still love all the same music. I still love My Chemical Romance, Fall Out Boy, Green Day, Busted, just as much as I always did. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Parent Trap. I've still got this incessant desire to film and to photograph. It's actually in the last few months, and even in the last few days actually, that I've really started to realise the value of my YouTube channel. I mean, I was talking to Simon recently, like when I first started doing vlog every day of April, and I was just literally following my friends around with a camera, and he actually said to me, at first I didn't get it and I thought it was weird, but then last night I went and I watched some videos from last week and I realised why it's important. And it's so true, like, you always have your memories, but to be able to actually go back and look into it, and I just think that if now at 21 I'm looking back at when I was 15, 16 and feeling grateful I've got that footage, I mean, what's it going to be like in 10 years' time? Even if I do stop making videos, I just think I'm really realising, especially doing VEDA and getting so much footage the last few weeks, how important it is, and it's definitely something I need to carry on doing. So, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? I was thinking of doing some more university advice videos. The ones that I did last year and the year before were more geared towards people starting university for the first time, so I might do some for people who are kind of going into their final year of university, because obviously that's the new thing that I've done and I know about. One more thing. I have this email address, jossie@akiojellybean.co.uk, and I didn't actually realise, but a few months ago I didn't have the domain anymore, I didn't renew it. So I told people to email me, but then I found out that they wouldn't have actually been able to email me on that. So if you've tried to email me and I haven't replied, that is why. So I renewed the domain last night. Well, my daddy did it for me, thank you daddy, and apparently it takes a few days to kind of work, but if you need to email me now, jossie@akiojellybean.co.uk will work. If you do want to see any more university advice videos, let me know, including any specific topics, because I'm happy to do request topics, and I think I will definitely do some about kind of final year and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. It's going to be really long. I don't even know if I'm going to bother editing that much. But thank you for watching. Thank you if you've been watching my VEDA videos this month. I've got a few more left to do, which is fun. That's that. That's a long rambly video. The first one I've done in a really long time, so I hope you don't mind. But thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're all well and having a lovely weekend. And I will see you all really, really soon. Bye!